Make sure everything is good to go. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another Reality Skewed Gamers lunch stream. And we do it every day at this time, discussing Star Wars Galaxy Heroes with your boy, Ranger J 1999. Earphones are not cooperating. Give me a second. I am setting up the things and stuff and things. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you are out there in TV land. Glad to have you guys here. So we are good on the Twitch. Let me make sure YouTube is good because we got our lurkers, our famous lurkers, our lunch stream, hardworking cowfolk lurkers over there on the YouTubes. And they don't say much, but when they do, it's muy importante. Like our good friend Ren2G, yeah, you know me, says, good day, Range and Scares. Good day, mate. Got that up and running. Yes, good. I think we are good. Yes, yes. We have accomplished the things and stuff. Phil Reagan, hello, Phil Reagan. Good to see you, my friend. Recently subscribed. Tier 1, yes. So, hello, Ranger and Skewers. Hello, my friend. Always good to see you. Owie! The heroes. Says, how's it going? Mace Kit looked nut. Holy, froly, holy. Yeah. Both those kits look fantastic. Looks great. Ayla rework should be really cool. We were wondering what fifth we would run with that team, and well, now we know it's going to be Ayla. It's going to get a little love. So yes, and I think she is a TB cron and he's a TW cron. So I may just do them just for you guys. Got the crons. I've got the technology. I can do it. Bazinga says, I have next Thursday off for Juneteenth, but I still have school the Friday after. Navy makes no sense. Well, school doesn't make sense. Gives you more time to get your stuff done. Do some studying. Yeah. Yeah. Lord Megatron and the Decepticons, as he does in all of our videos and in here. Give the hearts and waves. Good to see you, my friend. All right. But yes, we are locked in. We're locked and loaded. We are doing it. Happy hump day, skewers. Mike. Guess what day it is? It's hump day. That's what you guys were waiting for me to say. Which means it's just halfway through the work week for you guys. And, yes. Jokes. I didn't want to say it. I got a little vomitous when I said it. So, yes. Jedi Revenant says, you know who, I'm not even gonna try to pronounce that. I know who Conor McGregor is. I don't know who Khabib Nurmagomedov. I don't know what no. I don't follow USC much, brother. I gotta be honest with you, man. A fighter I may be in my background, but a watcher of fighting sports I am not. I do know who Conor McGregor is. Who doesn't know who Conor McGregor is? All right. Anything going on in the game? Nah. I'll look at mod depression, but I don't think there's anything there. But yeah. Why do you ask, my friend? And good to see you, Gen Knight Revan. Yeah, those are kind of yucky, skewers. I'm not gonna lie. Those are some yucky mods. Yeah, not good. But yes, we have done the Temple Guardian. We got the next two coming in, which will be patched in today. We know Mace kit looks ridiculous. So does the other Jedi. Deba Bilaba. So those should come in today, and they'll be our next two Relic 9s, and then I will be even with the good friend GLD. Yes. I won't owe any more Relic 9s. Gonna be ignited. I'm excited for Ayla. Yeah, I think it's cool that they're doing that with her. Yeah. Da ba 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 boo. Yeah, ba 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 boo. Boo boo boo. And hello, Evo, our good Canadian friend up there, Badge. Says hello from San Diego, eh? It says happy dad joke hump day and Skull as always. Everyone's having a great day. Same to you, my friend. Good to see you there. Good Canadian boy with that good Canadian. Deba Beba Booba Baba. But yeah, we'll have definitely some news to cover tonight. And our Datacrons are coming along very nicely. We've got Ray, which we'll finish today. We're going to try to finish up Yoda's today, and I'm going to get into a bunch of the other ones. So we have those two up and running. And then we're going to start pounding the other ones. I know, Allie, but, you know, it's Star Wars. Mesa's sleeves look absolutely ridiculous. What do you mean? Did I miss something when I was looking at his stuff here? Let me look here. Looks like the movie to me. Let me look here. What is that? And you know, now that I'm looking at it, it looks kind of silly. Yeah, that does look kind of silly. Why are they separated from the thing? What is happening? I didn't look hard into the animation. I was just more reading the kits and stuff. I'm like, okay, the attacks look cool. I didn't really get into the minutia. Oh, they do look ridiculous. Oh, no. Yeah, that doesn't look good. Something they're gonna have to go clean up. I missed that. I was so looking at the information and reading the kit and all that stuff. I was like, I look at the animations just briefly, right? I didn't really look at it, so yeah. All right, Jedi Revan, I can look that guy up for you, my friend. All right. Who is this guy? He's a fodder, probably. Okay, he is a Russian former professional mixed martial artist. He's competed in the limited. He was the longest running UFC. Like, yeah, I mean, held the title for April's March 29. Is that who you're going to be fighting, brother? Oh. Good hump day to you, Ray Rock, and Wookiee Shulkers. I got my Dark Raycron last night and finished it after the set 21 refund. Yes. I think I'm a little short. Let me see what I got for my stuff. Yeah, I still need to do a run today. I could do a bunch right now, but you can see I was right around, I'm just over the 100 million, but that's all right. We already spent a lot, so we'll be okay. We can do some more here, but I got to wait till we do the big Datacron pull. But yeah, we're a few away from her, and I don't think I have anything in the Datacron store that I can use. No. Even if I did get the next 25, I still couldn't. I'd still be one short because I think it's 150, 150. Yeah, 150. So we'll have to wait till I do my conquest pull. I mean, his record's impressive. I looked at the guy's profile here, Jedi Revan. I mean, yeah. Held the championship for a long time. Yeah. Looks like it. I did buy the pack, yeah, Ray Rock. I mean, about the $1.99 and the $4 one, too. So, yeah. I kind of needed it. Hey, Corey Spooner, first time chat. Hello, everyone, he says. Hello, Corey. Welcome. Welcome to the stream. This is the way. Good to have you here, my friend. I got all kinds of stuff happening in chat today. We got, well, I got to deploy. That's what I need to do. Oh, I'm sitting here doing all this other stuff. I need to go deploy. I did all my battles. I forgot to deploy. Let me go get that done. Eat it. How do you farm for the dark side tickets for GLs? I usually just do the Cartech farm. Thank you for the follow, Core. This is the way. Let's see. We need to deploy where? 295. Yeah, we'll do here. About the guild. I think we're close everywhere else. Yeah, we are. All right. Perfect. But usually for when I'm doing a GL ticket farm, I always farm like the node that has the Cartech. That way you're getting some Cartechs, you're getting some salvage from it. Not the best. They're okay, right? Light side's a little bit better in my opinion. And you're getting the tickets. Some people will argue that maybe you do the like a lower tier. I don't. I try to get the most bang for my buck. In my opinion, farming Cartech farms on anytime you're doing GL tickets is the best way to go, because you're gonna need the Cartechs and you need the tickets, and anything you get from there is bonus. So you're knocking out two birds with one stone. Yeah, the tickets from the Shard Shop is a great deal. If you haven't got it, where is that? Is that the weekly shipment? Yeah, these light side currencies and tickets right here for crystals is a fantastic bargain. The 100 ticket one from the Shard Shop isn't horrible either. Right here. So those are really good. So there's a couple places you can get it, and then just your farming node. No, I don't need any more Cartechs, no. I did battles, I just didn't do all the battles, you know what I'm saying? And we don't need it because of our GP, so it's just, for us, it's just if we deploy. As long as you do your fleet in like one ground, you're good, right? That's all you need to do in our guild for the first, I'd say, 3 tiers of the fights. So yeah. Now that I did all the fleet yesterday, I think I did one in the middle, and then I did the special mission for Seer and Cal, right? Get that one done. I always make sure to get the special missions done, and then it's like, okay, do I need to do any more? So yeah. Well, I mean, you're in a different guild, man. But you guys are doing a different star count than we are and stuff. You guys are pushing the envelope. I'm not in a guild that's doing that. We just want to hit the star. So as long as we get to 18, you know, we're fine. Get to 18, get to 27, you know, so yeah. And you were welcome, Corey. Welcome to the skewers. And yet you still can't max last side GOTB. Happy Humpty Taco Day, Weddle 73. Yeah, I think the Cal one is worth it. It just makes that fight so much easier. But outside of that, I'm with you, Mary J. I don't see the point. I guess someone said that they'll, you know, maybe, I don't know. That's true, but I still think, for me, it just makes the fight so much easier. I mean, I could just basically just fart and get it. From a certain point of view, yes. I think the Cal lead has a ton of value. But outside of that, you're right, Mary J. I don't, the other TB on the one is like, oh. Yeah, I just, outside of the Calcron, I mean, that's subjective. I think the Cal one has stood the test of time and is really good, but the other ones, Mary J's right. It's like, why? I do it just because, you know, why not? You can, but it's a lot tougher, and the RNG gets a little crazy there, Mary J. So, you know, and without it takes some insane modding. You know, I've seen the stats. It's like, Jesus Christ, who has that? Yeah, I can see the Merrick one. Yeah, the one for using that for the middle special. Yeah. That's true, Evo. You get him. That's right. He doesn't have Darkside Ray. Mary Jane, you're not gonna get away with this until you get that girl, man. Jesus. Well, I know it's been. That's fine. I'm not saying it can't be done. I'm just saying I'm just saying that for most players, it's like myself. It's like, fuck that. Let make my life easier. Yeah, I mean, yeah. The dark side Ray phases through me because people suck with her. I don't think so. We kicked some major ass with her. I mean, we lost our one GSE round, but that was just because of RNG. I think dark side Ray is fantastic. You know she's bloody fantastic. Yeah. I mean, we destroyed every team we faced. It's just if you get the bad RNG, that the banners can be extraordinary, right? They could be in the 60s. If it goes to pot, then you're in the 50s. You're like, God damn it. But no, I think for most players, having the Cal Omicron is a good thing. Again, what Fatal says isn't wrong, but I just think that for most players, they don't want to do all that. And I don't blame them. It's TB, for God's sakes. Yeah, but I think your point about the other TB Omicrons, well, America's I think is decent, but I mean, Inquisitors without it, I still run the old Inquisitors team and win every time, but yeah, pretty much, I think. Yeah, TB, you want to concentrate a little bit more. TW, not so much, but, you know, every guild's going to have their priority. I don't know. I mean, the crystals alone, the other stuff, I don't know. Star Wars Nerd says, sees previous message. All right, Star Wars Nerd. Sorry, I'm being inundated. Okay, good morning, Star Wars Nerd. We're from sunny San Diego. That's right, he's on vacation. Hope everyone is having an amazing day. And don't forget, when a joke, it goes from just being bad to being dad. That's all I have for now. Enjoy the day. I'm off to the beach. That's right. Papa Chulo's with the family and enjoying the vacation. Very nice. Jedi Rose says, I just had a short wrestling battle with my uncle. I'm around 60 kilos. There's around 100 kilos. I clocked him and tapped him and won. Well, you have the training. I would be surprised if you hadn't done that. Well done. I don't know. For Droid Brains, I get them and stuff from raids now. I mean, TW's not a... the arrow magnifiers and stuff are what I concentrate on now from raid stuff. It's either... And I'm doing a bunch of Relic 8s and 9s. Actually, you guys have seen how many Relic 9s I've done here. Oh my God. And that's not even showing all the ones we recently took to Relic 9 with Vader and Ezra and some other ones we took up to 9 as well. Those are just the top characters, the newer ones that are up there. I think we... No. Well, we'll just have to disagree to disagree. Agree to disagree. Yes, I've spent some money too, Mary Jane. I sleep just fine, brother. Less time I have to spend in this game, especially during Hell Week, I agree. The better. Yeah, I know, right? I just want to get in, get my battles, and get the hell out of there. Not that it's not good. It's just, we've done it so many times, man. It's just like, Jesus. Mary J, you're talking shit, man. I sleep just fine without that terrible character labeled Darkseid Ray. Yeah, get out of here. That's your dream girl. Nobody buys your baloney, man. I know he's trolling. He's trying to do this. Yeah, I know. Don't fall for. All right, we're not falling for this crap, Mary J. We know you have the wet dreams about Darkseid Ray. Get the hell out of here. I know. I think I may hang him just for being just not, honest here. I know, right, Mary J? Yeah, that's right, Mary J. We know we see through your bullshit. Get out of here, man. What are you trying to say? Uh-huh. This freaking guy. He is being very fictitious. He's being baloney. I call shenanigans on Mary J. Yeah, Darkseid Ray, she's such a terrible tune, even though I have her in my dreams all the time. He's saying that, yeah, you know why he's saying it. He doesn't think that. He just, you know what Mary J's trying to do. We're not going to fall for the old banana and the tailpipe trick there, Mary J. Yeah. That's not going to play here, brother. I know. I'm not falling for you shit. I've known Mary J too long to know his baloney. When Ranger J calls baloney, he means it. You know. But you've gotta take it on the chin on this one, Mary J. I'm sorry, brother. That's your girl. That is your lady. That is the one you've wanted more than anything. The one you talked about the most. And then you didn't get her because you didn't want a conquest. I mean, kind of puts in doubt everything. I'm not either into boxing or MMA, Janet Revan. Again, I am a martial artist, but my reasonings for doing martial arts are not, yeah. I don't really, if I had to pick one, I'd say MMA, because I think it's more of a pure sport than boxing. I mean, boxing is still an incredibly athletic and crazy sport, but I think MMA with the additional kicks and holds and grapples, just overall, I think a more tougher discipline. 18 out of 330. Oh, Mary J. Shameful, Mary J. Shameful, dude. Oh, Mary J. You have done this yourself. Your love of Mary J has allowed the... Jesus Christ, dude. Those are your two favorite fighters? Yeah, I don't really have one. Again, I don't follow the sport as I mean, obviously you being involved with it, of course. And of course, I'll support you, Janet Revan. And I know enough, obviously enough about fighting and stuff to watch a match and have an appreciation for it. But it's just not, I mean, I'm a football guy. I'm a baseball guy, you know. Everybody's got their, especially as men's, their sports that they kind of gravitas to, you know. So, but yeah, I didn't know about that one guy. That's pretty cool. I like learning about other folks and their accomplishments. That guy's got some good shit there in his stuff. So for the Darkseid ticket, that's normal 8A. Yeah, I think that's the car tech node for Darkseid. Oh, I hit the wrong thing. My bad, buddy. Yeah. So what is it? 8A. Yeah, this is the one I farm for tickets. So yeah. I don't even have to show you, Evo. Evo, I'll just pull mine up. What do you mean? Here, I'll show you. I'll show it. I'll show yours too. All right, here's my Darkseid Ray. Oh, look at her. She's just gorgeous. It's like a truck. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Look at those. Look at that lovely lady. And since we want to see more of her, let's show. Well, at least I've got her unlocked there, Mary J. Who's the fake fan? The person that has her at Relic 8, or the person that didn't even bother to farm her ass? Your point, again, is invalid. Yeah. Unlock her first, then tell me about Relic 9 there, buddy. Yeah. You failed your heinous. I mean, yeah, why have her at all, Mary J? I mean, that's your philosophy. Why have her at all, right? You don't even have her. You don't even have her. All right, and we'll show Riva. Eva. I don't think she really needs Relic 9, to be honest. She's an attacker. I usually don't take attackers to 9 unless for certain reasons. Relic 9s are so hard. What was I doing? Oh yeah, Evo wants to show off his Dark Side Ray. So he loves Dark Side Ray more than Mary J. Mary J, your points don't count. Anything you say at this point is moot. Oh, you got yeah, good damage on her. Yes, lovely, lovely Ray, Dark Side Ray. Interceptor, hey Ranger, I've made a small accomplishment in my account. I now have 10k crystals. Very nice. Do you have any suggestions for a mid-level account or where to spend efficiently? Thanks. Good morning. Just focus on signal data. Just let it build, man. Save your crystals, let them build until you want to make a big go for a character or something. That's what I mainly save mine for, is, you know, do the refreshes and stuff, but let it build. And let's say there's a new team coming out that you want to go for. Being able to have the crystals and not, I mean, I do this every turn now. I get the $30 pack, but then I have the 13,000 crystals to go do the big 12 pull now. So that's what I do. You know, that's just when you watch Bosnian soccer. Yeah, the football. Yes, yes. I mean, as long as she's somewhat fast, I think the damage is important on her, you know? So, yeah. I like the hard hitting Ray, man. And potency and her hitting hard and doing her stuff, I think, is important. Well, I mean, Datacrons invalidate so much shit. I mean, I'm going in there with Dr. Afra and the boys at Relic 5 and eating Jabba's for lunch right now, so, you know. No, I'm sure it does. I mean, we've seen this in the past, Mary J. I mean, how many teams have we talked about that go in there and nuke the crap out of stuff well above its level? They do it all the time with Datacrons. It's no shock there, man. Yeah. Yeah, the Sonicron is all gone now. Yeah, we'll work on FDCs here in a little bit here. I'm just letting my energy build up a little bit. I'm in no rush on that. Conquest is, like I said, I do this every conquest. I get it to Sector 4, and then I just park my happy ass there. We've done a lot of the big feats here already. I'll run some of the teams today for battles just to, you know, get critical damage down and do the bad batch stuff and full squad of light side unalign you force users. I can do that at the same time while I'm farming Sector 4, get the rewards and stuff. And that'll give us some more burritos, some tickets, and get us set up so that when next week, like Tuesday, we'll have all the crons that we need, and then I'll make the big push to round up and finish Conquest. I did love the Sonicron, man. That Bam Sonic teaming on defense gave people fits, man. It gave us a lot of holds. It did really well for us. I will miss it. Yeah. But we take a step back like we always do when it comes to Datacrons. We will look and assess, and then we'll do that. Yeah. Yeah, New Bad Batch I've been hearing good things about. Do I know one popular Bosnian personality? I don't, even though I served in Bosnia back in the day, Jedi Revan, even though I was a part of the U.S. forces that went in there into Bosnia initially and stuff, and did all those things. Other than getting to, I didn't have a lot of time for that, man, and I just haven't, I don't know any famous Bosnian personalities. Sorry, my brother. And that's nothing against Bosnia. It's just I'm more into Japan and anime culture and stuff like that, and nerd shit. So, yeah, I don't follow that. Now, my mom might know because she watches all that foreign stuff all the time. So, yeah. Betcha. Mary J's trolling. Don't fall for it. Don't fall for it. Evo, he's trolling. Okay. Yeah, don't fall for Mary J stuff. She's trying to push buttons. What else? 73 says, I've met a few women from the Balkans, dangerously gorgeous, but I sell my truck. Oh yeah, some hotties from the Balkans for sure. No, you Mary J, we can't tell. I'm just going to assume at all times you're trolling. Get the hell out of here. Hi, Sky. What's going on, buddy? Mary J's trolling everybody again with this horse shit. I think the new Bad Batch is really good. I just haven't really been using them as... I've got them Relic 5 and Crosshair 9, and I just haven't been using them. I think it's a really good team. I think we're still working our way through that team and what it can do. But Noel sent me some stuff about Bad Batch killing, was it Ahsoka or one of the GLs? I was like, what the fuck am I watching? Well, I think she does. What Badger does is that big hit, but also that mark really helps you get around a lot of stuff. Balin, that was the thing. Balin, yeah, Balin was one that they can take out. Well, of course he's a soccer player, Jedi Revan. But again, not my main sport. I do love a good soccer match. Football. Just chilling, man. Good, Sky NZ. Good to see it, man. Good to have you here, brother. It's hump day. Do Bad Batch take out Reeve and Queen Amidala? Yeah, we may start doing that. I've got the Crosshair Datacron. We could do that, yeah. Let's keep that in the back for mine there. What else? 3. Yeah, man. I went there in 97, 98. Their Jedi Revan as part of the U.S. forces that went in there. One of the many deployments I made in my military career. Mary J is trolling. Y'all guys got to quit falling for his tactics and his tricks. He's sitting there twirling his evil mustache, eating mozzarella sticks, typing this stuff, and you guys are hook, line, bait, and sinker falling for it. Stop it. But yeah, Jedi Revan, I've got among my many, many medals and awards. Yeah. I know, Mary J. I'm trying to tell these folks, because you know that your bullshit don't work on me anymore. I know your troll tactics and techniques. Y'all falling for this hook, line, and sinker. They're being fish. Mary J says stuff to egg stuff on. If they want to fall for it, they're going to fall for it. But I am going to be the man in the front of on the tower yelling sanctuary to everybody. Rebels, what are you doing? Oh, he's going over the kits. Yes, we'll do that tonight on the Wednesday night stream. Yeah, it is mozzarella sticks. He is a big mozzarella. He's a junkie. He's got a problem. He can't help it. Like, you could get Mary J to do almost anything with mozzarella sticks. It's like Scooby snacks, right? Yeah, his weakness is Darkside Ray, but I mean, his main passion is the mozzarella sticks. So, see, Mary J, you want to go get Darkside Ray? No. How about a mozzarella stick? How about even make it worse? How about a plate of mozzarella sticks? Huh? No. How about 2 whole plates of mozzarella sticks? I'm telling you. That's right. When you're king, you have to know these things. Oh my God, I think he might freeze that and put it in his fridge to look at it whenever he needs it. It's not. It's on. So soccer in the U.S. We have professional leagues and stuff like that, and then the national teams. Um, the women's side of soccer is dominant. The men's not so much. And it's not that we don't have extraordinary athletes. We do, but there's so many sports in the United States, Jeanette Revan, and they're not. Most people tend to lead into sports like baseball, football, basketball with the money signs on their head, hockey, that kind of stuff. So there's all these other different sports. So unlike Europe, where you don't have that diverse of sports that goes on, football is definitely the main stage and the most popular, as it should be. You'd be happy if you get to do the second tier conquest. I think you can do it, Skies. I think you can do it. I got faith in you, buddy. Well, you progress one, you go as best you can, right, Skies? And then you work on your stuff, and then the next one you do a little bit better, and then the next one you do a little bit better. I don't know about rugby. MMA and boxing, sure. We're very strong in that. But in rugby, nah, I think Australia, New Zealand, some of those powerhouses are way better at rugby than we are. I mean, we did have a really good showing in the Olympics, especially on the women's side, this last Olympics in rugby. But yeah. I'm not disappointed at all after the nightmare that we went through with the other one, Evo. I'm happy. But I think it's very subjective, Evo. Remember, we have higher level characters than a lot of players that'll go into it. So if tier 1 and tier 2, if someone with 5-star gear 11 can beat that and get those shards, I'm happy with that. The other tiers depend on what relic level your character is on that. How difficult it could be. For you and me, I was shocked too yesterday doing the event. Like, wow, this is not bad. It's in and out, good. I don't want to be sitting there for hundreds of attempts trying to beat something. Yeah, France has a good rugby team. There's some others that have got over the years that have had really good rugby teams. South Africa. I know New Zealand, Australia. They're really, especially New Zealand. The black shirts, get the hell out of here. Those boys are not fucking around when it comes to rugby. When they do the haka too before each fight. Oh God. Well, yeah, at least you got to have the characters to go get the higher tiers. It's fine. It's like, but why? I don't. I always point on that. We've already discussed this ad nauseum. Well, I don't mind that either, man. I mean, we went through hell in a handbasket. I don't want these battles. At the higher tier, I want a little bit of a fight, Evo. But on the lower tier, I don't want a big tough fight. Like tier 4, 5, and 6 on this on this stuff, a little challenging, yeah. But on the early stages, no. I want people to get their stuff. I like that, Jedi Revan. He says, I like to study geography and learn about other countries. Yeah, do it. Travel the world too, man. That's one of the things that I'm most happy that I did, is to go all over the world. There's still some places I want to visit, but I'm very glad I did. I'm very glad that I visited those countries and saw different cultures and things. I can't get through the first tier of Rusting Kens and... yeah. I don't know about the math, but if you're asking me to math, you're in trouble. Yeah, see, Gear 9, yeah. I think it's a little different. It's just the perspective of what you went in there with. I mean, I went in there with 2 Relic 9 characters and was like, wee! As some people are saying in the chat, different gears make it a little bit more difficult. Well, tier 4, you have to have just 7-star mace. Tier 5, the next tier up, you have to have Relic 7. And then the last tier for the crystals and stuff, you have to have Relic 9. So, yeah. Yeah. Hey, Michael, what's going on? Hello there. Good to see you, buddy. And Jacob C255555. What's going on, buddy? Someone did that to me, Jedi Rev, and I would seriously consider doing not good things. Yeah. No, I'm not. I've seen lions and stuff up close, and nah, nothing. You'll farm him when he gets to know. That's a good strategy. I like that strategy. I think it's a good strategy there, Sky. But yeah, they on that event for the air battle. So we won't get it this week, but we won't get it next week, the week after, right? Until we get he's coming on the 24th. So Fuzzy Britches will drop. Actually, we might be able to do it not on the second round because if my math is mathing here, the new character will come in next week. That'll be the 8th, 17th. Then the week after, which will be the 24th, the day Jedi Master Mace, you can get him, will be the day that that event goes to. So yeah, I did some math. Look at me. I'm using my Bachelor of Science for good. But hello, all my lurkers and friends in YouTube. Hello, everybody in Twitch. Yeah, get your aluminum falcon. Yeah, that's a good plan too, Sky. Can't go wrong with the aluminum falcon. I recommend the aluminum falcon. Top 5 strongest animals? Well, I mean, it's subjective because we talk about land, sea, or air, right? So, I mean, land animals, you always want to think like, you know, tigers and lions and stuff, but they're not. There's these things called, like in the ocean, whales. They're insane. And then you got animals that are really small, but are just wicked badass, you know? So it just depends, you know? Like, I don't care how powerful a lion is. They ain't taking on a full-grown male adult elephantus. They're just not. I mean, tigers are incredible creatures too. They're not fucking around with elephants, you know? So it just depends. What you mean by powerful, strongest animals. So yeah. Ali says, I got my Sid red 9 times ranger and he keeps killing my temple guard. God damn. That sounds rough, Ali. Ugh. Yeah, I know something you can do later on. We'll worry about item later. He is, but again, bears don't screw around with certain animals. Like if you've ever seen a moose, I've seen, which are the size of horses or bigger, they can hold off a full-grown giant Kodiak grizzly bear. I've seen it. There's nature documentaries of them doing that. It's just like, yeah. So to each their own, you know. Bears are a good choice, you know, but I mean, yeah. I mean, you think about like snakes are extremely poisonous and deadly, right? But birds of prey, like eagles and falcons and hawks and stuff, do not give a shit about that and kill them all the time. And then you got your little mongooses on the ground going around. And I'll tell you what a bear is definitely frightened of, and most animals are wolverines. Little honey badger action. They do not fuck around with those critters. Screw this event, it's RNG. Well, I mean, yeah. You did tier 2 with very nice, but how many attempts did it take you? Yeah. Well, snakes are venomous, but those animals, one, they don't give a shit, and two, they eat them. So, I mean, they don't give a shit about the poison. But everybody else, the poison is quite deadly. 29 attempts. Good lord. That sounds like the event that I know. Yeah. Yeah, hippos. Like, you think about this too. Like, you got those giant Nile crocodiles. If you've ever seen one, man, they're enormous. 25 feet to 30 feet long when they get the biggest. That's a huge monster of an animal. They don't go near hippopotamuses. Hippopotamuses will eat their ass. I'm not farting around with hippopotamuses. Derek, what's going on, buddy? He says, what is the advantage of spending so much money on marquee tunes? Farming them saves you a fortune. I'm wrapping up the Bad Batch for free this week. If you spent money, was it worth it? Yeah, absolutely. People spend money in this game for time. Derek, what is the value of your time? And to get other rewards, right? That will lead me to other stuff. It's subjective, right? Yeah, you've got Bad Batch, but then I've got these new characters. I'll be ready for the raid. I can go in. I'm starting to get rewards and getting the night air battle stuff. But I'm also doing it so I'm ready for the new raid when I come in, right? So I can take advantage and help my guild immediately get those high-end rewards that we're going to need. And they need me to, you know, have all these Relic 9 characters. And I didn't have to sit there and beat my head against the wall on some ridiculous... I've been through the farming process, and I farmed characters free to play, and I can tell you, oh my god, horrible. And you know, ships especially are horrible about that. It depends on which snake has the best potency mods. That's right. What was that potency percentage? We talk about it all the time, Jacob. But yeah, for me, less time worried about those characters and moving on to other stuff. But I'm an end game player, so I mean, what else am I going to be working on, Derek? So it's a different perspective on it. But for people, it's like time. Why do they get the Lightspeed bundles? Time. They don't want to have to keep farming card techs and all that gear. They don't want to do all that stuff. They don't. They want to just go in and get the characters and then just work on other stuff like they have to do. You're always going to have something you're farming in this game. For me, it's signal data. It's salvage. It just, especially, I mean, if I'm going to do all these Relic 9s, those two items for characters are just ginormous. But I don't want to be sitting there dicking around, you know, doing the free to play. And then mods. Mods is something you're just constantly, I don't care how good of mods, and my mods are really, really, really bloody good. You never have enough. You're always slicing. You're always doing stuff. So, but facilitating the rewards and stuff I get from other events with these high level characters allows me to get the materials I need to keep doing all that crap the way that I do. So for me, I think it's worth it. Yeah, mods are never ending, my friends. That's right. Hey, no jiggity, no doubt. But yeah, I mean, mad respect to everybody that's free to play, or if you're not in a position to spend, that's understandable too. I'm condemned to use the tools of my enemies against them, right? You are limited by what you can and cannot do. And I think it's great that you got the new Bad Batch up and running and you didn't spend anything, but yeah. They can, but you have to get into position to do that, Derek, right? Like you're probably an OG player, right? So where you're at is going to be different than a lot of the players that I deal with on a daily basis that are mid-tier, way less GP than you, newer players. So you have to look at it from a different perspective of what they're facing and dealing with and their reasoning. Yeah. It's just, I don't know if Bad Batch was as worth it as I would say. I do think the new Lord Vader clones are really, really good. And on paper, the Vanguard stuff is, but I'll be able to use them in the raid and I'll be able to get rewards and stuff. And yeah, so I know if Link was here and I ever hit that God tier mod, close I got was a 29. It's like, son of a bitch, man. Can I just get 130? 130 and one giant pull in the marquee events. That's all I'm asking for. I think she should just give it to me just on principle of me playing and streaming this game for as many years as I have. Yeah, the new bad match are a lot of fun. They are starting to show some really good uses. Like we just talked about Balin, some other teams that they're taking out quite easily, which is nice, you know. So they are starting to get their value in that way. So anytime you can get anything, like you can use one team against another and it's consistent and it works, then the more bullets you have in the chamber to fire upon the enemy player's teams, the better. Kaya, what's going on, lovely Kaya? Says, I will replay and keep trying any event that gives 195 shots from this tier 2 of the Crimes Against the Republic event. Yeah, I was just saying that too. Y'all are both on the same. That is freaky. I just said that and you said it too. What? Are y'all the same person? Did I miss something here? I don't think so. Lovely Kaya, Allie, I don't think so. Holy moly, great minds think alike. Well, they've done stuff to try to help with that. Derek, to kind of expedite. If you look at everything they've done, it's to really, with some spending, but I mean, the Lightspeed bundle is like $10. Jesus, you get all your characters at 85 and then yeah, but enjoyment is like the process. A lot of players that are newer to this game, or it's a looking forward thing. They you know, they get to 2 million, then they get to 4 million, then they open up conquest and they're in a guild and they're progressing, and you know, for them, they haven't been through the trials and tribulations that we have when these friends first came out. They're just looking at it as like anytime you join any game, you're like, okay, that's my goal, and then this is each step there. So yeah, you got to go through the pain. I can't believe that. Remember when that sucker was $100, Derek? Then it was 50. Then normally it's like 30. Then they brought it out for like $9, and I was like, what the frack? The hyperdrive bundle. Good lord. Holy moly. Goodness gracious, great balls for him. Yeah, she Pokemon. All right, Derek, who's your favorite Pokemon? I know, but remember back in the day, Derek, on that deal. Remember when people were spending $300 to $400 easily on the new marquees? I was guilty of that back in the day, and now I'm spending between 30 and $50 with the crystal income I have, so it's not too shabby. No, it's funny how over time things have changed. Derek knows. He's been through the wars, he's been through the pain, the dark times before the Empire. He knows. Oh, Desi saying hi to me. That's lovely. Why is this not charging? Charge correctly. Putting around. Hold on. Thank you. Yes, I'd like you to charge. Thank you. Weird. My favorite Pokemon, says Skies, is Lord Schmader. That is not a Pokemon. Oh, yeah. The old stun gun and Carbonti wall back in the day. Now it's signal data. Signal data and, goodness. Pokemon! Yeah, anytime you can take advantage and get free shards, Alia, your points taken, and Kaya's points taken. Anytime you can get free shards from an event on any characters you don't have is, well, that's a win. Yeah, that's a big win. Yeah, you should do that. Suffer the pain. Suffer the slings and arrows. Kyo, konnichiwa, konbanwa. Hello, ni hao ma, shini. And what's going on, Kyo? Hello, hello. Hello, friends. Hello. Yes, good. So yes, we'll get the update today, and we'll get the new characters. Then I'll make them add them to my favorites. So it'll be our last 2 Relic 9s I owe, and that'll be just fantastic. New Venom doesn't even say hi. He doesn't even do anything. Long-time viewer of the channel, friend of ours, friend of mine, friend of yours. Just comes in, taking advantage of being a Patreon and dad jokes. Says, "What do you call a bulletproof Irishman?" Rick O'Shea. You may boo him at your earliest convenience. Yeah, they're all Relic 9s. I mean, I've done so many Relic 9s here of late, man. Jesus Christ. You can still say hi. You see, you said that, you just said, I'm at work, hi. See, okay, you could have done that first. But you didn't. You came in with a dad joke, Nia Venom. All right, okay. All right, he's out. Okay, he came in, did the joke, he's at work, and now he's gone. Okay. At least leave the money on the counter on your way out. Yeah, we've done a buttload of Relic 9s of late there. That's right, Phil Reagan. Get him with the Scout's work. Yeah, so we just took up Temple Guard. I'm working on his mods. Not so much as, I just need better speed on him. Easier said than done with the slice and the way it's been going. But yeah. Finished off Disguised Clone Trooper. Got him like 340 something. On his speed was what I wanted. Apple actually is in a pretty good spot. I don't really need to do any. I mean, I'd like to get his speed up a little bit. Well, we'll leave him up there. If I can get him around 300 speed, that'll be good. Same thing with CX2. I had the Lord Vader team up, but yeah, we're going to be working on the new Vanguard team here once I get those 2 rounded out. Get Temple Guard up, finish rounding out Jocasta now. But it's just, there's only so many slicing mats and stuff. So yeah, it never ends, kids. It never ends. We're constantly doing the things and stuff like that. Oh, I got operations. Shit. I totally forgot. We'll get that knocked out here in a second. But yes, it is a Dad Joke Wednesday, Hump Day. Now, we'll be back tonight with me and Desi. We're going to cover all the new kits and stuff with you kids tonight. I'll save all my Conquest stuff, and we'll do some Conquest Adoran. Pick up all the Datacrons. Yeah, I've been focusing on the new stuff, man. You know, I've gone back and worked on a couple things like I never finished. Like, I do want to finish up Churret. That's why he's up there. You know, certain characters that I just didn't quite get done, you know, like recently we did Maul and the Mandos, right? We got them up and running really tight with Gar Suxton, Super Pooper, and stuff like that. When I get an opportunity, I go back and try to get those characters a little bit higher relic, a little bit are done, right? But yeah, it's been mainly the new stuff. Just heavy into the new stuff, especially for the raid. I don't know about the pirate stuff. I'm on the fence about that one. Yeah, episode 3 is one of my favorite movies too, Derek. Yeah. Benny Lau, what's going on? Ni hao. Ni hao ma. Ni hao ma. Well, hang out and she need. Benny and the Lau. Benny, what's going on? Yeah, Rogue One's my favorite, but then it's Empire Strikes Back and then Revenge of the Sith. Rogue One for me is, and especially now with Andor, oh, creaminess all around. Oh God, so good. But I mean, like same tiers, like Empire and right there is episode 3. I went with Desi. We watched the 20th anniversary of it here, and we're just giggling. Saw was your MVP in this GAC on defense. Surprisingly, my team was the Bam Sonicron. That really got me a lot of holds. I think people saw my solid team, were like, nah, not fucking around with that, and came at it hard with a lot of stuff. But it worked out. We won a lot of our GAC rounds. Yeah, Rogue One for me is just extraordinary. As a vet and stuff, I mean, and Andor does some of the same stuff. It just hits me in a certain way that, like, God, Honey Gilroy, you goddamn beautiful bastard. I wish they'd give him all the reins that, like, let him control Star Wars, please. Thank you. That's the kind of quality we're going to get from him and all this stuff, then yes, please. Thank you. Sky says, oh, I tried Resistance Team today with Chewie and Veteran Han. Pretty good without any mods. It's not bad. It's not bad. Yeah, they can do some work for you, buddy. They can do the work. All right, we got to go do operations. All right. Well, let me go check mods first. We have to suffer mods. I mean, it's my lot in life. Kind of sad. Had a self skid on my motorcycle. Find that bike and worse. Oh, Benny, damn. Be careful, brother. Hope you're wearing the proper attire when you're doing that bike riding stuff. What is with me and shitty mods in the store lately? Good Lord, those are brutal. Well, I mean, that's over. I guess, all right, we're not doing that. Okay. Yeah, they do. They do, Sky. They do. Let me go to events. Did my raid stuff yesterday. All right, let's see what Ranger has to give up for the homies today. Tatooinus. All right, let's go Tatooinus. Let's see here. Tatooinus, what do I have to give? I have to give up Darth Milius. And then I have to give up Darth Milius. Okay, so Tatooine is done. Kai Shaki. We have to give up on Kashyyyk. Oh, just give Garlando, that's all. There's Skiffy Garlando. There he is. Okay. Dathomir. Actually, we're near Zepho, so let's go do that. Dathomir's all right. Zepho, we have to give up oh, there it is. Let's see. Operation 6, let's give up the 21. All right. Yeah. And then Dathomir's the biggie here. Let's give up all this dark side stuff. Sith Eternal Emperor Palpatinus. We can do that. Operation 2, we got to give up Watt and who? I Interceptor Prototype. Operation Triss, we give up the Assassin. Operation 4, we give up the Scythe. Operation 6, for our good friend Linky out there in the world, there's the envelope. And we've done it. Simple, elegant, for more simple time. That's all right. You be stingy, Sky. You got to just stay on target. You stay on target. Hey, free stuff for me. I'll take it. Let's do a little shopping skewers. We got to get some, always buy this stuff. Yeah. All right. I think no. Yes, yes. We already looked at mod depression. It was depression. Nothing I need right moment. Oh, let's get the cash. Never have enough cash, sweetie. On skilled events, any of those in there? Oh. I will definitely take those. I'll definitely take those. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Take those too. Jesus. All that. Start shop. Nope. Datacron stuff. We just need... you know, what I could do here. Let's do one battle here. I got to do stuff. What do I need to work on here? I need to do battles with who? Critical damage down. Let's do... I'll just do some Queen Amidala. We'll do one battle. The Lord Vader team's been really good for me. I mean, even when I've watched my results in GAC, yeah, if he didn't get a hold, they beat it, but they've been losing banners left and right. That team is really good on defense. Even if it doesn't get a hold, it does take some banners away from the team, and that's... And the efficiency wars... Yeah, no, I'm going to go Queen Amidala. Sorry. Queen Amidala. Queen... no, not you. I know, right? It's so good. You're going to do that. You died now. Here, eat this and die. Oh, you lived? Fantastic. Hey, attempt to flick Tassinate down 50 times. We got that done. And let's see how many we got on that other feat. No. Only 3? I'm sure there was more than the 3 we did there. That's a bunch of poo-poo. That's some poo-poo. We were hosed. All right. Let us continue and do this. Yes, I would like to unlock this. Our dark side Raycron is done. Look at it. Just gorgeous. Yes. Yes. Done. And now we can go over to the Yoda one and start doing that process. No, we can't because I don't have any more of those. Son of a bitch. We'll have to wait till we get to more. We'll get this one up. Okay. I got ahead of myself. Yes, Lord Vader's done very, very well, Kyo. Very good. That's a baloney. Yeah, you gotta get that ship going. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff, but you just stay on target, Sky. Just one thing at a time, buddy. You're gonna start getting the hungry pains from looking at all these characters, but you stay on target. We have a nice plan. You have a good plan laid out. You stick to that plan. Stay on target. Stay on target. Kale says, I hope to unlock Lord Vader soon. I hope you'll unlock him soon too, buddy. Remember his modding, everybody. Remember Lord Schmader's modding. We want lots of speed and get some health on him, but we want that good protection number, good speed, and decent and good damage on him. That protection is key. Damage, not so much, but you still run him around 10 to 11k, and then, yes, good speed on him. Ramp him up fast. Let him do his stuff. Yeah. Effortless. Stay on taco. Don't get crazy there, Sky. Aten. Don't know me, no Akhenaten. Yarr. We'll worry about the power stuff later. We got some big, but the big news today with Depa and Mace coming out. We got 2 new. When that update happens today, put them in the favorites, and we'll start getting them squared away. No, there was kind of a thought process of maybe going full health with the team and flipping it to health. I did not. I still think protection is the key thing for this entire team. All my characters have tons of protection. It matters. You can see I've got 150,000 on CX2 for Christ's sakes. Even Apo, even though the main things you want there is as you can see, offense, lots of damage and potency, right? Still got a decent amount of protection on him too. It just makes them survivable, and you know, especially for these characters, it lets them do their thing and survive. Because with the Omicrons and stuff, yeah, I think for me personally, protection is the play. Yes, Ayla too. Ayla is getting a rework and be part of that team. That'll be kind of cool. So we'll have our Vanguard team. That'll be pretty dopest, right? I'd like you, Evo. Yes, our girl Ayla's getting some love. Yeah, he's been announced for a while. He's a Conquest character, Sky. No, Akhenaten. But yeah, look at my, I don't have Disguise Clone Trooper, but he's all speed and protection and stuff too. Special damage, I believe. Let me go Empire and I'll pull him up for you. I went heavy on the speed on him. Let's see. There he is. Disguise Clone. Yeah, potency, that. 341 speed, lots of protection. I got his potency as best I could. But yeah. Special damn offense, but I wanted him just to be throwing his shit and doing stuff. That's all right. You don't need to have a particular reason, Angthar. You love what you love, buddy. I support your love of Ayla. Well, yeah, we see it a lot too. Like Apo, he has like no potency, but he has that stun, right? So it's like he has 25% potency. So I went heavy in the potency on this guy. He's at 100%. Because it's like, hey, he's going to stun, goddamn, he's going to stun. And we see that with JML, certain characters. Mara J, for example, I see people not putting potency on her. It's like, no, you kind of want potency on those characters. Yeah, speed and offense matters, but those things that they do on top of hitting like bloody trucks is important too. Hey, the wolf man. Yeah, I do not sleep on potency mods. I do not sleep on potency crosses. I do not eat green eggs and ham. I will not eat them, Sam I am. But yeah, I looked at Apo and I saw that potency number and I'm just looking at his first special where he stuns. I'm like, that shit's never going to land. So I'm like, no, potency up the yin yang for him. Yeah, I mean, you got to think about this stuff when you're doing your mods. Yeah, they're always going to be, whether tank, support, attacker, right? The big things are their stats for offense or defense, or if support, what's the role. But then you look at what does their kit do? What do I need in this? Do I just need to do crazy damage? Like, you know, instance, Fennec Sean has crazy damage for me. He doesn't do much else. He just goes in there and knocks the shit out of stuff. That's why we're able to use her in DB Fett against, you know, 5-man Saw teams and get extra banners, because when she reaches out and touches someone, she reaches out and touches someone. And then DB Fett comes in and says, I got this girl. Yeah, you got to look at some of those stats and some of those key things. Speed's important, right? But it's like JML. If you have speed on JML and you've got more health and protection and no potency, JML as a GL, you're kind of neutering him. So you got to think about these other stats, like what's the overall build of the character to take the most advantage of what they do in the team or as the leader, and all the stats that they get from the other things, and what's the concept of the team. And again, sometimes you're limited by the mods you have, so you do the best you can with what you got until you can get enough mods where you can get the correct kind of mods you want there. And it's a never-ending task. Mods are one of those things you're never going to be done with. But yeah, mods are a big deal. And people say my team didn't work. Well, my first question always is, what kind of mods you got? What are you running? I mean, gear and stars play a factor too, but mods make a difference, man, in a lot of this stuff. You know, Temple Guardian, you know, we're going heavy on the protection on him. I just have to slice his speed up. You know, lots of potency. You know, it's all about just him taking those hits and being fast enough to get his shit going. So, yeah, speed set, potency set, lots of protection. You know, you want him above 90% potency, which we hit. You want that protection number of at least 140,000. Mine's higher, and then you want the speed. Get him going, doing his thing as quickly as possible. Oh yeah, you're always searching mods, but oh yeah, you are going to be doing a lot with mods, and it's a never-ending process. And then when you get a really good god mod, then I always say start with your GLs, work down to your legendaries, and then your other characters that are vital. Your speed boosters, your heavy offense characters, stuff like that. But always start with your GLs, work your way down to your legendaries with your mods, and then just filter your mods down that way. Yeah, for me, says KO, I try to get as close to 80% of the stats I want because of the cadence of relicking character. I have to move modding the next character. Yeah. Makes sense. It's a constant process. You know, and you see these characters all relic 9 and stuff like, well, what the hell are they doing up there, Ranger? I still have slicing to do on these guys. I mean, getting them to 6D is not a problem. It's past the 6D mark where it's like, oh my lord. You're getting those final slices on these characters to get those final stats that you're looking for and stuff. It's a never-ending process. It really is. Mods. So yes. The Yusan Vong, oh my god, I'd lose my mind, man. One of my most greatest evilest factions ever created in the Star Wars mythos. They look cool, they are cool, they're a cool villain. The Vong were extraordinary. I just remember when that book was coming out. The reason it caught my eye, I always read all the Star Wars novels, but when they announced that it was going to be R.A. Salvatore, one of my favorite authors of all time, of course, the creator of Drizzt Do'Urden, the Land of Faerun, I was like, what? Yeah, that whole saga was incredible. Buddy's up there barking like a moron, as he is known to do. Buddy being Buddy. He hears anything. I think he sees ghosts, which I don't believe in, but he sees something in his brain. He's like, noise, bark. Like, no, buddy. There's nothing there. You psychopath. I love Abeloth. I thought she was brilliant. Terrifying. Terrifying character. Trying to remake The Family. Oh my god. It was brutal. Love me. I don't want to love you. You're hideous. Love me. Oh, I love you. Oh, crazy. I know, right? And then all the shit she did to all the Force power users, where they thought everybody, no matter how much they wanted to believe, they were all doppelgangers. They were not real. They were clones of some of their real family and friends, and they had to be killed. It was like, oh my god, Abeloth, chill the hell out. Oh Lord, why are you doing? Why you like this girl? Then we learned her back history. We're like, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, needy. You're very needy. She drank the bad water. Well, good water for those that can drink it, but bad water. And I'm excited they're going to hopefully be introducing her in Ahsoka season 2. That'll be awesome. She's such a fascinating character they could do. If done right, she could be truly on screen one of the most horrifying and terrifying characters that's ever been introduced in canon. She's not canon, so if they make her canon, they do her right, she could be just something else. Yeah, I thought the same thing. Like, why? What would be calling him? It's not the Celestials. The Celestials are gone. And it looks like Anakin's kind of taking the caretaker spot of that. But yeah, what would be calling out through? I'm like, it would be Abeloth. This is what she did in the past. She drank Sydney Sweeney's bathwater. She did. It was not made for her. And this is what happens. You're right, Evo. And she didn't even buy it. She stole it. You know, the sad thing about Abeloth, if you look at her backstory, is she was actually a good person. She was a very good person. She came in after... We don't know what happened to the mother of the Celestials, but she died. Abeloth, one of the servants, falls in love with the father. Father falls in love with her. They get married. She becomes the stepmother. She curtails both the brother and the sister and actually gets them to be very, very productive and useful and everything. Just age caught up with her. She couldn't do it anymore, and that's why she did what she did. It is very sad. She loved the kids, but that turned to, you know, it flipped, because as she was getting closer to death, she was dying. She's not immortal like they were. And, you know, it's a tragic story. It's what makes her story so sad, is that it's a character that was a good person. They did a lot of good things. But, you know, not wanting to accept, you know, her eventual death, and, you know, thinking she had to stick. Yeah. She ended up falling and became the very thing that her original self would be disgusted with. Kind of sound like Anakin. Fell to the dark side, you know. Yeah, she's a tragic character. That being said, once that happened, oh good lord, what she became, oh my god, horrifying. What am I getting tagged with? Okay, thanks for the updates, phone. Bother me while I'm streaming. KO says there are really some awesome non-canon things in Star Wars they can do. However, speaking for myself, I don't know if there's anyone I trust to do it right at this point. Gilroy, I do. Tony Gilroy, after what he's done with Andor and everything, I would give him anything and say, please make this a story. Like if they made an announcement, if Gilroy said he was coming back because he was going to do the Old Republic and he was going to do Darth Revan, the Revan story, I'd be like, I'd scream like a little girl. He's one person I trust to after the proof's in the pudding with Rogue One, with Andor. He's somebody I trust to do shit right. Ray Datamine says, Saul, good to see you, Saul. Oh, really? In SWGOH events? Let's go take a gander, shall we? What am I reading here? Someone wrote, is it supposed to be a Galactic Legend part, or is it the next Galactic Legend part? For the raid, one lead by the next Conquest unit, another lead by the Galactic Legend coming at the end of the pirate era. They make a GL that's a pirate. That better be something extraordinary. I wish it was Abeloth. I'd be fucking all over that. CG has a post showing the raid characters. Okay, I'll go look at that issue. Dragon, I'm just reading this as you are. So CG has a post. Okay, let's talk about this. Let me go to here and see what I can find. Order 66. Okay. Okay, let's talk about what this post is. All right, let me move this over here. And then let's pull this up. All right, bring this up. All right, hello, Holotable here. It's time to defend the Jedi Temple and prevent the extinction of the Jedi. Order 66 has been dispatched through the galaxy, and Lord Vader leads the charge to eradicate the Jedi. Well, not in the raid. You'll need to cut through legions of dark side clone troopers and face the might of the Sith Lord himself in an attempt to give you your fellow Jedi a chance at escape. Get ready to challenge Destiny, fight for the fate of the galaxy in this new legendary new raid. Okay. A lot of characters. This will be an Order 66 raid faction tag added to your collection for visibility in game on which units are allowed. All pirates. Okay. So pirates that they're saying is Mega Badger, Hunter, Wrecker, Crosshair, Apo, CX2, Disguise, Clone Trooper, Scorch, Grand Moff Tarkin. That's the Empire and Dark Side. We already knew those. We already knew about the Bad Batch. Of course, the main team will be the Jedi Vanguard, Mace, New, Depa. Okay. Ferris, Eth, Ima. All right, so all the other Vanguard as well. All right, now we get into the meat and potatoes. All right. Okay, let's see here. I know pirates are available at the start of the raid, but when will pirates be available at as the optimal full team? The first pirate marquee is a leader, so you'll have a full squad very shortly. Once the era is complete, there will be two powerful teams for the raid. One led by the next Conquest unit, and another led by the Galactic Legend coming at the end of the pirate era. I mean, how can it not be a bloody pirate if it's going to be a Galactic Legend and it's going to be leading pirates? I don't understand this. I don't know what Siege is thinking here. How long will this raid live for roughly? I want to make sure my investment is worth it. This is very subject to currently run on about a year for the next raid. That makes sense. Do attempts take the same turn? We definitely heard you this one. Then these attempts should be quicker. Okay, overall strategy. Okay, that's all the stuff here, but what am okay. Can I get into the Q&A? Here we go. I love me some Hondo, but I do not want a Galactic Legend Hondo. Sorry. Does not. Hero bonuses. Hero bonuses. Galactic Legend Pirate to be added later. Okay. Healers, tanks. Galactic Legend Pirate to be added later. Yeah. So there you go. What the hell, CG? Got a bad feeling about this. It's right there. Hero bonuses. It was there. We saw it. Galactic Legend Pirate to be added later. No. Hey, we'll not say that name. We make a deal, Dragon. I'm going to be kind of disappointed, Skewers. Not going to lie here if the next Galactic Legend is some kind of pirate. Now, pirate is very vague. Very, very vague on what that could mean. Because, well, they're still here. Yeah, OG Bad Batch. They're still show. Still around. I don't know what that means. Because pirate could be anybody, right? Han Solo was a pirate. Lando Calrissian was a pirate. I know, but you can't look at the current ones. CG does not have the misgivings of what they consider to be a pirate, is what I'm saying. So it could be anything they could label as a pirate. The entire New Republic. Yep, those filthy pirates from the New Republic. Just, you know, been doing this for 10 years. Been through all the rigmarole, but what? I'm sure there's some pirate fans out there from Star Wars. But when we think of epic characters that we want to go after and stuff, is there really a pirate that you just jumps to your mind? Like you're thinking, oh my God, considering all the other characters in this universe. Pirate's not on my top of my list. You know what I'm saying? But they didn't really do that, Dragon Keeper. Now, we know the Jedi initially with all the rigmarole, and this is not canon, this is more Legends. They've done some canon stuff, like they talked about, what's his name in the Kenobi series, creating the underground network. But that was more of a smuggling ring than pirates. You know, when I think pirates, you know, it's you know, like stuff like Skeleton Crew and other things in the stories, like the pirates from Mando season 3, you know, that kind of stuff. Yeah. Yeah, those guys, but I mean, those characters don't get me out of the bed in the morning skies for Star Wars. No, Han at the time of Order 66 would have been a teenager. It was a couple years, it was 10 years later that he was an adult. They show that in Solo, and then he joined the Empire and stuff. I mean, pirates, not so much. Smugglers, yes. But I mean, with the underground kind of railroad system they set up for Jedi, right? They're not. Yeah, pirates had nothing to do. Of course, when I'm doing the event, they're bought. I go, oh, Jawas. You know, when I think Order 66 in this air battle, I always thought about the Jawas in the library trying to keep the Jedi from, you know, escaping. Oh, and the bounty hunters. And the Tuskens. I don't, yeah, I don't understand the pirate thing for this Order 66 thing, right? I'm trying to understand. I'm trying to wrap my head around what CG's trying to do here. If it's just a faction because you need another faction for the raid, sure. And then just make it a part of it. Okay, but they're furry bot. Remember that. Very furry. I don't know, man. I gotta tell you, the more I see about this pirate faction, I mean, it's a galactic legend, so I gotta go for it. But I mean, I can see the vast majority of you be going, fuck that shit. And I wouldn't blame you at all. It's a content creator and stuff, you know, for the raid and stuff. But I mean, it's a galactic legend, so yes, I'll go for the characters and stuff. But oh my god. I don't, yeah, but it just doesn't excite me, Dragon. You know, I like to be excited for these galactic legends and stuff. And, you know, like, the last one was extraordinary. Balin, the Great Mothers, Ahsoka, how you feel about them, but Balin alone made that whole thing worth it. Well, Ahsoka's still somewhat of a Jedi, but I mean, it's still, you know. I don't know what they're going to do with this pirate stuff. I don't know what they're defining as, in their minds, what is considered a pirate and how they'll use that as a tag in the game. So what does a pirate in the mind of, like, does CG think of pirate like SM-33 and characters from Skeleton Crew? I don't know. I've heard of it. No, and, you know, yeah. But I mean, you got to think people want to spend on, you know, knowns. I mean, this is really weird. I gotta say, this is a weird move from CG. I'm not understanding the whole pirate shit. What is good? Is GLAT? What kind of game are you playing, bot? GLAT is freaking extraordinary. I don't know. Yeah, CG pirates might be something different. I don't know, but I mean, like, you guys, like, for all the factions we can get in this game, that's I don't know. Hondo GL, I don't get it, man. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love Hondo. He's the favorite character. He's one of my favorite characters. I love Hondo. Man, I got this goddamn character behind me, but it's like, that'd be true. I mean, I could see that, yeah. Nah, I could see that. Yeah, probably because he's connected to Ahsoka and he'd be neutral. Yeah, that's true. But GL level, like, I don't know. It's a pirate fleet or something. He makes profit. Step 1, summon Hondo as a GL. Step 3, make profit. That's funny. I don't know. I don't know which direction they're going with this. I mean, oh boy, I got my head thinking. Yeah, we're not getting a fleet anytime soon. Not with what they just announced. It's all for the raid and stuff. Not till the end of the year we'll get anything ship related. Yeah, I'm with you, Evo, but I don't think it's coming around the corner anytime soon. We need a lot of shakeups. Interesting. Galactic Legend Pirate. What the fuck is that? Who could that be? I mean, I expected some pirate characters. Now, when they said pirates initially, I thought, okay, they can do some stuff from Skeleton Crew and some other bits and pieces and stuff. And they want to create a faction for that, sure. Make it part of the raid, sure. However you want to do that, but, you know. But this GL pirate thing has got me just scratching my head, Skewer. I gotta be honest, I'm more excited for the new Mace and looking at that kit in Depa than I am this pirate shit. I gotta be honest. Yeah, do we get a new Han, a Galactic Legend Han from Empire, right? Yeah. But am I going to be excited for that? I mean, okay. It's really odd. Really odd. Really strange. Like, what are we doing here? Like, all of us thought with Ahsoka and Bailey and everything came in that the next GL would most likely be some kind of version of Thrawn. Now, they could be saving that till next year for Ahsoka Season 2, which I totally down. Maybe they needed a placeholder before they brought in the new version of Thrawn that they want to do. Yeah, it's just weird because they've always done this in synergistic moves, right? Especially the GLs. So this one, maybe they're going away from that and just going a different branch. But pirates? I know. I'll be open-minded. We'll see where this goes, right? We'll see where this goes in stuff. And I'm cool with the pirate faction, but it's like, it doesn't motivate me. When they say GL pirate, it's like, what does that mean? Like, if you want me to make some investments in this game, you got to give me reasons to want to make investments in this game, not just because, well, it's part of it's a GL. Well, that's part of it, yeah, but when you make a, I'm like Ahsoka, and as much as I love Ahsoka, that's in a steep ass with the amount of marquees that were part of that, the Relic 9s and everything that were associated with that GL, the most expensive GL in the game. That's a big ass. Plus you needed Ezra. Oh my god. Possibly, but they're not saying that, bot. Right? They're saying a whole new thing in tags and stuff, right? So it's kind of like, what? Yeah, no. Noel's hitting me in Discord. Yeah, pirate. I can't either. I mean, legendary, sure. If you want to create a legendary Hondo, I'm down with that. If you want to create some other stuff, sure. But a galactic legend, I mean, think about the galactic legends we have. I mean, yeah. Well, I mean, Lando's just a legend because of ice cold malt liquor. I can't either, Benny. I'm kind of scratching my head on what they're gonna. Well, it depends. What is their definition of pirate, and then who falls into that category as a galactic legend? I'll be interested to see what this is going to turn on to. I don't know. Kind of a head scratcher. Kind of a puzzle we're going to have to figure out here, Skiers. Nah, I just don't. Yeah, it's for me. They just don't. Even those two do not rise to the level of galactic legend. Not with these other characters we're comparing them to, and not with like the cadre of characters we've talked to in the past that could be a galactic legend. Yeah, but we talked about characters in the past like Vitiate or Valkorion, and there's all kinds of characters that still exist in Legends and in canon that could be definitely GLs. Yeah, Hondo, but we already have a Hondo character. It's like, what are we doing, man, with this pirate shit, man? I think CG is. I don't know who came up with this, but I'm gonna be open. I'm gonna open to see what they do with this because I got to see what they mean by pirate. What did they consider to be a pirate? Could be really cool, right? But I got a bad sense in the back of my brain, like, uh-oh. The reward milestones change, some harder and some easier to hit. What do you mean, Baby Yoda Eyes? Where? What? You talking about for the raid? Oh, okay. Give him a Robin. Boom. Whole new character. Hey, I like the way you think. What's one more Han? I mean, if it was Empire Strikes Han, sure. I wouldn't be upset about it. I wouldn't be, I wouldn't be over enthused, but, let the speculation and talk begin, because that's a big kind of reveal there. I don't know. It's a GL, so I got to go for it, of course. But oh man, yeah, and even in Empire Strikes Back, I mean, Lando called Han a pirate, but that's because of their past experience. At that time, that version of Han was fully in the rebellion, right? He did call him you old pirate, but I mean, the version of Han, and that was, he was full in, yeah, he was a, Captain Han Solo, or Commander Han. I thought they smelled wetwares on the outside. But I could see Jude Law's character being announced and being like the new leader, right? That would be cool. They could, yeah. I don't know where they're going to go with this. I mean, Jude Law's character with the introduction of SM33, I'm like, well, of course he's coming into the game, and maybe he's the leader, right? But I'm just like, maybe Mouse Kanata, but she's more of a smuggler and entrepreneur than I don't think pirate with her. But again, their definition of pirate's different than ours. He's called him a scoundrel, Sky. He never called him a pirate. No, they haven't. We just know that it'll be coming soonish. We don't know when. We just know that we got to get through this Vanguard stuff. Yeah, we can try to make the connections, but again, you're making logical connections there, Dragon. Throw that shit out the window when it comes to CG. Yeah. Really strange. Yeah, they're not going to change Ahsoka. He's on the line Force user. That's why they created that tag. Yeah, they don't have to make the connection. And my thing is they don't have to, and that's we just discussed that doesn't necessarily have to be the case. Although it breaks kind of the pattern that they've been in for many, many years, which is fine. I don't mind them doing that, but you're going to do that. Pirates? Like, we're all sitting here going back and forth about who this and that, and these are some obscure characters, some a little bit more known, but it's like, pirates? I don't know. I don't know. I'm just not motivated with this pirate shit. You know, and they're tying into the raid, and we know pirates had nothing to do with Order 66, so it's like... I guess. I mean, give us a new Han and give him the pirate tag, sure. But it's like, okay, I guess. Again, that's motivations dropped a little bit, Skewers, on the announcement. Yeah, it's really strange. I'm not sure where they're going to go with this, so I'm going to need more information and see how this develops, and then we can make a call on what we're seeing. Because it's really just, I'm just kind of like, what is this right now? Don't know what it is. I know it's pirates, but why? And then I'm like, okay, what are you going to do with pirates? That's the other thing I have going on in my head right now. What are we doing? I'm going to make real world money investments. I kind of wanted to be excited about that purchase. Most likely Evo. I think that's when we get Thrawn. If they're going to go pirates and a GL pirate of some sort, then the next part with the Ahsoka show and stuff will probably when they introduce Thrawn as the opposite GL for Ahsoka and things of that nature. I can see that happening. That makes a lot of sense. But pirates? Playoffs? Playoffs? We don't have to, but I think it's well-deserved. Thrawn's... nah, not for the Mando movie. That makes sense, Hervorous. The pirates? What are we doing? It's inevitable. We'll see where this goes, Skewers. Let's see what pirates they're going to bring into this game and what that's going to curtail. Because right now, the only pirates we have are these lovely folks. That's it. That's all we got for pirates right now. So with 2 teams, that's going to expand that out. We'll see. We'll see what they do. Well, the next raid is going to be the next raid. And we got to get some more information. We got a lot of information about the raid on that too. And I'm ready for the next raid. I mean, I've got 2 Relic... I'll have 2 Relic 19s ready to pounce on that thing. And the Bad Batch at Relic 5. So, score-wise, I'll be fine. But... Pirates? Yar, her voice, you're right. Your Admiral Commodore Ranger partly be like pirates are cool, but they need to be part of me Star Wars things I'd be going after. You know what I'd be saying there, her voice? We named the Monkey Jack. When I think Star Wars, I think of a lot of different factions and things. Pirates ain't on the top of the list. Just saying. Bounty hunters, Mandalorians, the Sith, the Jedi. I mean, I can go down the list, you know. That's right, I'm Batman. I've never heard of Akhenaten there, Evo. We be having that in common. Akhenaten. Well, we'll see what they do. Maybe CG, right now I'm going to say I'm like, a little meh on this, but CG could surprise me with who they add. And Batman singing in the chat. He must be having a good day. Good. Yeah, that makes sense, Hervorus. Yeah. If you weren't going for it all, I mean, obviously I'm going hard for this stuff, but yeah. She wants to snuggle with you and watch Star Wars? I mean, that's some good stuff. She has never seen it? What should be interesting? I think we got to think about this smartly, Batman, right? So she's never seen it, so we want to get her to story. You could start with Andor. And then that leads you into Rogue One, and then that leads you into New Hope, and then that leads you into a continuous story into Empire Strikes Back, that whole beginning saga. That could be really good. You're going to start with all the clones. Okay. You're going to go prequel. Okay, that makes sense. Well, hopefully she does. If she doesn't, that's okay too. Star Wars isn't for everybody, but that's okay. My mom, I showed my mom Baby Yoda eyes. Andor season 1, we sat down and watched it. She could not stop watching. She watched it one shot the entire season and loved it. And we're going to do a second, do the season 2 run onto here soon too. She loved it. She thought it was extraordinary. Like, you want to take a break, Mom? No, let's go to the next episode. Like, oh my God, Mom. I've seen you in a new light. Oh my God, it's so good. And my mom's a casual Star Wars fan, and she's a casual viewer. She knows Star Wars, but not like we do, and she's not into it like we are. But, you know, it is what it is. But Andor for her was something else. She really enjoyed the show. I've never seen my mom just, you know, engage with something like that in a while. She has her shows and she watches stuff and things, but I mean, I've not seen her like that. She just was just constantly just like, and asking questions and like, oh my God, what is this? And oh, she loved it. Hi, Perry Nelly. Are you at work? Are you on your way to work? Are you off? What are you doing there, Perry Nelly? Good to see you. Yay. Yes, every time I see Perry Nelly in the chat, that's a happy moment. Oh, we're going to have a lot to talk about tonight. Let me tell you something there, Evo. He was a smuggler. He did a little piracy stuff. Yeah, he was a pirate for a while. Yeah, he was. I mean, Han Solo has a lot of hats, man. He was an Imperial officer, for Christ's sakes. Hasn't worked since November. I didn't know that part, Nelly, because I always would hear you talking about work and stuff. So, yes, I didn't know that. Chewie, take the professor and plug him into the hyperdrive in the back. I like nice men. You need more scoundrels in your life. Han's so goddamn smooth in Empire. The funniest thing is if you watch the Family Guy version of that scene where 3PO originally was like, "Sir, the odds of navigating the asteroid field is 3,720 to 1. Never tell me the odds." And then in Family Guy version, it's like, "Sir, going through the asteroid field, the odds are like 2 to 1. Never tell." Oh, well, no, that's actually pretty good. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, let's go through the asteroid field. Blue Harvest. I got one. I got one. Great kid. Don't get cocky. Then you have the other version. I got one. I got one. Great kid. Don't get penisy. Oh, well, I hope you get well compensated for that power, Nelly. Rogue says, GL Young Honda or we riot. Well, we've got Young Honda. I don't know what they're doing with this, brother. Jack Daniel says, that was a dad joke? Well, if you've seen what I've been, people have been saying for GL, then you understand why it went over my head, Jack Daniels. I've had a lot of ideas and thoughts thrown at me all at once. You want clone errors, Honda? I don't know what we're getting. I'm kind of meh on this. I don't understand the pirate thing, but as I said, I'm open to be changed. You got to go through the career change yet again starting later this month. Well, I hope it works out for you, Power Nelly. You know I'm your biggest fan. We will wait. We will find out. We will see where this goes. I don't know where it's going. I just know pirates. GL pirate. Thank you. Thank you, droid. I didn't ask. I don't know. I don't know how they're going to go about this. GL Melch, possibly Jack Daniels. I don't know, man. I'm just kind of just scratching my head like pirates. Possibly, yeah. I gotta go arrest the Chancellor here in a minute. Are you threatening me, Master Jedi? Senate will decide your fate. I am the Senate. Is that how math works? Well, I'm not even though I'm extraordinarily good at math, I suck at math because I don't like to think about it. Especially the new maths. That's a lot of retail value there, Arnelli. Well, we can say year plus and CG math. Yeah, it makes sense. All right, let's go rest. Oh, this is nightfall. Never mind. That's tomorrow. I got ahead of myself. It's order 66. All right, we got some Omicrons. We got some Gertie keypads. It's nice. We got some droid brains. We'll take. All right, next one we got some impulse detectors. I like that. Some Zimbittles. Okay. Next one is. Okay. Okay, and then we get. Let's see what shards I get on this one. 11 Apo, and is this Apo too? Oh, it was CX. Oh, I didn't have the screen up. I'm sorry. I've been on this raid. I'm sorry. Thank you. Oh, I apologize. Yep. That's right. No screen for you. 6-month ban. Dragon Keeper says back. Well, back to cutting grass I go. Hi ho, hi ho, hi ho. It's off to cut grass he goes. Boss says, you're right. I'll come back in 6 months. No, don't do that. Come back. Stay. Stay. Welcome. Stay. I blame Finn. Yeah, I'm sorry. I saw all that raid stuff because you guys were asking all about it and we were going through it. I forgot about the screen. My apologies. I just got stuff from the... I just simmed. Look, I already did the raid Datacron for you guys. What else you want? Jeez. Yeah, it was okay. I mean, the good thing was the droid brains and the impulse detector. Can I light up on it? Actually, we'll just go to the store. Easy way to look at what I got. Thank you for the stuff. Yes. So we got some more Gertie keypads, which was nice. Some impulse detectors, which was good. Some droid brains, that was fantastic. I gotta get my arrow magnifiers up just because you 40 each relic 9, man. Gotta get some electron conductors, but that's not. So yeah, and then some circuit boards, but I'm okay on that. Well, yeah, get your operations, get your deployments in Pirate Alley, and then go do that. Yeah, absolutely. I never even think about Maul, that version as a pirate. That's a good call there on that. That's a really good point, Jack Daniels. Didn't even consider Maul. That's not a bad shout out there, man. That is possible. That's not a bad idea. I mean, that's not out of the realm. Yeah, Galactic Legend Maul, I would kind of get excited for. That one, I would say, would get my nipples a little tingly. Yeah, not gonna lie. That would be kind of cool. That would be kind of dopest. I'm not gonna lie. That would be kind of dopest. Yeah, Maul, Kira, Drayden. That's something we didn't consider. Yeah, be a nice counter to Ahsoka. That's not a bad call, man. Okay, okay. I get a little excited. I get a little creamy, little sweaty over here. All right, you've got me thinking there, Jack Daniels. I mean, of course, Jack Daniels came up with this because it's named after my favorite drink. Grundy, Solomon Grundy says there was a new study done recently, and it found that 6 out of 7 dwarfs are not happy. But awful. You're lucky you're Patreon and stuff. Solomon Grundy, I have to put up with those from you. I'm not upset about it, Evo. I'm not upset there's been lack of dad jokes and or shoeies or anything like that, because when they come in droves and I get punished. I know, right? What am I getting tagged on? That's right, Rogue. I did. I didn't even consider those guys. Yeah, it's been light on the dad jokes, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. When I go eat my protein here in a little bit, get a little num-nums in me, I won't feel sad about my life choices. I gotta go to the store. Ugh. Dark plague is the one. I was supposed to learn this power. Not from a Jedi. All right, a little overwhelmed. We got a lot of information today, skewers. The new Jedi look fantastic. I'm gonna go till hopefully I'll keep streaming until we get the new update, and then we'll see all the goodies and get it locked in, and then I'll take a break. I'll be back tonight for the longest running live stream in the history of Star Wars Galaxy Heroes tonight, 8 Eastern, 7 Central, with the lovely Desi Jingles Schnarf Schnarf. And whoever else joins the call, usually Finn ruins it, but lot to discuss. We got the new characters to discuss, and we've got all this raid information. Holy moly in the for holy. All right. So whatever's on your mind, skiers. Sorry, I'm trying to read all this stuff. I'm getting inundated with stuff right now. Whatever's on your minds till we get the update, and then we'll see what we're going to see. Your overflow of energy is giving me an eye twitch. Well, Solomon Grande, I think that's a swamp, radioactive swamp that did that, not me. All right, I can take credit for a lot of things, but yeah. I just got inundated with all this stuff, so I'm still getting messages and stuff. Yes, on a Solomon Grande took a bath on Monday. On Tuesday, I had to take radiation pills. Well, yeah, you got to charge the phone and get dressed after I eat lunch. That's the right part. You got to do these things. We all have to do them. Okay. I think I'm caught up on everything. Wow. A lot of reading. Yeah. I could. Are you trying to hint, Solomon Grande, that you would like me to look at something on your roster real quick? Did a lot of those yesterday on Taco Tuesday. It's what we do on Taco Tuesday. With a lot of people with their rosters and stuff. But as a patron, you can have me look at your roster whenever you want. $5 or more. That's what I do. Come in and say, Ranger, look at this at any time. Off stream or on stream. It doesn't matter. Okay. Just thinking about the modding too right now. I'm just going through the kits and everything, and I'm just trying to get back on the Vanguard stuff because I'm like, okay, just stay on target, Ranger. You got 2 more Jedi. You got to take the Relic 9. Mace is an attacker, so he's going to get the delicious stuff. They're both attackers. Damn. Yeah, I can look at a Solomon Grande. Why not? Solomon Grande. If that is your real name. How's your Bad Batch going? All right, we're working on the new Bad Batch. They're coming along nicely. Get in there. Get in there. You're getting there. Okay. Okay. See, Solomon Grande. You broke my heart. Why is this potency number not 90%? Very sad. Very sad right now. Everything on Luke is extraordinary. This potency number, not 90%. Very sad right now. Yeah, I mean, finishing Ahsoka over Bad Batch. Yeah, you want him over 90%. Hey, Tumblr Dry over on YouTube. That's a new thing. Says, hey, Skate Rangers Curse. Hey, Tumblr, the man with the best friend in the business. What's going on? SB set deep. Okay. Yeah, Ahsoka looks great. I like it. I like what you've done here. Schmader, great speed, great protection. Damage is fantastic. Schmader gets high marks on the stroke ability scale there for Solomon Grande. That's okay. Good health, speed, great damage. Very nice. So far, I like what I'm seeing here. Solomon Grande. 200,000 plus on C. This looks fantastic. Hey, yeah. Oh, they announced that there's going to be 2 new part things. They just announced a GL Pirate to be detailed later. So we've been kind of just scratching our heads going, what? Yeah, all the teams were announced on a forum post, and so it's all the teams we knew: Bad Batch, the Vanguard, all the Vanguard, the clones with Tarkin, all that was listed. But then they start talking about all this pirate stuff. I'm going to stand with you on that, Jack Daniels. I'm going to stand with you, buddy. I think that it could be a new Maul, you know, with this new pirate thing. Like, who could it be? You know, I think your thoughts on the Solo movie and stuff and everything. Yeah, I think you could be onto something there. I'm with you on this, man. I think you're onto something. We could be completely wrong, Jack Daniels. We'll die on this hill together, but at least we'll have some Jack Daniels and I'll make some burgers or something. We'll grill, you know. We'll sit on the hill. We'll look at the sunset together. Actually, we'll look, if we're wrong, we'll look at the shot from the Death Star like in Rogue One, and I'm not going to hold you, but we'll drink some Jack Daniels, eat some burgers, and go out like champs. I'm just looking at Solomon Grundy stuff because why not? All right, let's sort by speed. I mean, right. Fastest character is Ahsoka, and she is 365. I mean, brother, you're cooking with Crisco right now. This looks pretty damn good. And you're working on a new Bad Batch. Got Ahsoka. I mean, yeah, man. This looks really good. Yeah, there's a little potency change on JML. But yeah, he's fine. All your other jails are fine. Yeah, I kind of like your thinking on this, Jack Daniels. The more you talk about it, the more I'm like, I think it could be Maul. Definitely fits in that category. Chrysanthemum. Oh, let me look. Yeah, now it's time to ask Solomon Grundy. I can look at characters. Let me look at your Chrysanthemum. Where does he got going? You could go tenacity, yeah, for sure. Yeah, if you want to change out, stay mainly protection or, you know, beefiness. But if you want to go higher on the tenacity, I'm okay with that. Yeah. Like if you wanted to do like 2 sets of tenacity. Yeah. Yeah, they're letting all the Vanguard in, so all the Vanguard characters will be in, and then that's nice. And then we got this pirate thing. We don't know what that means yet, so. Yeah, I would put some more tenacity on him. Just makes him a little bit more of a pain in the ass. Like you make him a beefy, chunky boy that just you can't land debuffs on. Yeah. Yeah, what is your tenacity at him right now? He is at yeah, if we can get a lot more tenacity on him, I think, you know, like if we can add another 30% tenacity on him, that would be really good. What do I got on mine? Now you might be thinking about that Solomon Grundy. I'm like, dude, what did I do with I haven't touched him in forever. Fuck out my ass, and I didn't even do it. No, I did go tenacity. Okay. It wasn't a total tool bag. Yeah, I got him over 100%. All right, so I didn't know what I was talking about. Hey, Josh Elf, what's going on, buddy? Hey, Ray. He says, hey, Ranger. Hey, buddy. I remember like he called us something other than a TV platoon. You're not wrong, buddy. You're not wrong. All right, we're waiting for the update to hit, and then we'll see all the new stuff, and then we'll end the stream, and then I'll be back tonight because we got a lot of stuff to cover tonight. Holy moly in the frijoles. A lot of news tonight, skewers. We'll cover it with me and the lovely Desi Jingle Snurf Snurf. Yeah, just a little bit. If you want to go even higher on the tenacity, you could. But I think if you get them over 100%, I think you're fine there. Yeah, I just did it, dude. I did a Nightfall event already. We got the Arab Battle for Order, Execute Order 66. So I just simmed it. I simmed it without the screen up, and I got yelled at. But yes, it's up. Hey, that's right. Josh Elf says, I'm just at work. It was good to see the D&D the other day. Yep, we're keeping it going strong. Big day for Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. We'll cover it all tonight. I got Ray's FDC done, so we'll do the rest of them tonight. I just spent a little energy and stuff. Finished her off, so she's nice and crispy. Look at that. Level 15. And so we'll finish up the Jedi one, and then we're going to go hard into these other ones here. Don't know. Benny asked if there's going to be a light side and dark side pirate. Possibly. I just don't know, brother. The great question. No idea in hell. You would think that makes sense, but I don't know. All right, we should have an update here anytime soon. Put Depp in the air battle. Okay. Oh, client must be restarted. Speak of the devil, Alice, like you knew was happening. Yes, yes. Initializing game systems. Loading Cantina. Balabel. Master of the Force. There's Jace, Jedi Master. Windu. Apo are now farmable light side 2E. Disguise Clone Trooper is now in Chromium. Go. Night Air Battles. Let's look here. Let's see if we can get some rewards. She has been added, buddy. Hi. Oh, no, that's her event. Damn it, I got excited. Shit the bed. I got two. Oh, I hit the wrong thing. All right. Let's see here. She has been added. All right. She has been added. Very nice. I don't know, Tumblo. But you do want those depot shards. Watch me not get depot shards. Oh, well. I would love to get her. I'd like to get her unlocked early. That would be fantastic. We did it last time, but we'll see. We won't be able to do it this time, but yeah. Any extra shards we can get would be very nice. Because we got to take it to Relic 9. Because GLD has spoken, and when GLD speaks with this mighty empire, I have to listen and do what he says. And I have to do the next two characters, Depot and Mace to 9. Then we're even on the Steven. Okay, let's get those characters locked in. There she is. And then let's do Mace. All right. They have been added. There they are. Well, he'll speak with his wallet. He always does, Allie. Because he's gonna ask me. I know when the next time GLD shows up, Allie. You know how he is. He's gonna be like, "Hey, Ranger, what do you think about the powers?" Do it. I obey. Him and Pilsy, when those two speak up, it's like, yeah, yep. All right, I need a break, so I'm going to end the stream here. Yeah, and there's going to be a GL. It's going to be a Galactic Legend pirate of some sort. Where me and Jack Daniels are going to sit there on the Mall Hill as a possibility. So, but we'll see what happens. But that being said, I need to go eat protein. Yeah, I think so, Benny. Could be Mall. Yeah. Yeah, we was wrong there, Ollie. Yeah, leading to the next Galactic Legend. Galactic Legend Pirate. We'll see where this goes. All right, I'm going to end the stream so you guys can go on your merry way. I will be back tonight, and we're going to get into all the news and details tonight with you kids. 8 Eastern, 7 Central, both on YouTube and Twitch. So hit the thumbs up, subscribe, follow on the channel so you know when we go live. We go live at the same time every day. We're consistent about that so you can never miss any stream. Oh, you're back from the dark side? Oh, Tumblr Dry. Just in time for me to say hi and bye to you. Too late. Ah, damn, we almost got away with it. Time on those damn kids. All right, everyone have a great rest of your day. I'll see you later tonight for some more Hump Day action with me and Desi and everybody. We go get some food and eat and do some errands and stuff like that. So love you guys.